Okay, this video is going to be about the Apple Macintosh G4 Cube. You can see it's the white one there next to the next cube. I call this exhibit the cubes that Jobs built. But anyway, the cube he built, the next cube he built when he first left Apple and went and made the next computer company and built that. And then he went back to Apple and made this Apple Cube. So we're ready to go. I haven't booted this up in quite a while, so let's see if it works. Looks like there's a life to it. Nothing special about the G4 Cube. It's just a PowerMac G4, but of course it's very small and in a cool package. There's really no internal expansion. Everything has to be plugged into the USB or FireWire ports, which are really hard to get to on the bottom. The other unique thing about it is that it has top-loading CD-ROM drive, which in my case, I don't use anymore because the springs don't work so well and it doesn't pop the CD out. So it's almost impossible to get the CD out when you eject it. You can't. I used to be able to use needle nose pliers, but the last time I put one in there, it wouldn't even pop up enough for those to work, and I had to take it apart to get the CD out. And it's a DVD player too, or whichever kind of disc. So I don't do that anymore. If I want to do a CD, I'm gonna have to plug in a USB CD-ROM drive or a USB floppy because it doesn't have a floppy drive either. Okay, here we go. And it's got dual monitor, just like the next cube. So the video card has a ADC port, which then has a converter to DVI, and then it has a VGA port. So I have it connected to both monitors. And there we go. And I have different operating system versions on partitions so that I can reboot into other versions of the macOS, Panther, Jaguar, Tiger, and Leopard, and Puma, Cheetah, all of them. But there you go. There's the Apple G4 Cube. It still works. Oh, the other cool thing is it doesn't have built-in speakers. So Apple made these USB speaker thingies. The other one's back there. And it plugs into the USB port. So that's how it gets sound. And so there was no startup chime because there's no driver loaded when it starts up to give the startup chime. So the sound only works when the operating system is running and the driver's loaded. Of course, now there's tons of USB speakers out there, but I think this is kind of a new thing when Apple came out with it. That's it. Thank you.